Hi everyone, I hope you are well and the week's been kind to you or as best as can be. I know it's not been easy this week. The weather's been terrible in the UK. It's been raining, it's been snowing, it's been cold. It's not easy to get up in the morning and, leave leave the house and go to work and do what you need to do. But well done if you've managed to do that, to do all the normal things that you normally do. And I also see you if you're struggling. If you're struggling for motivation this week, or you're really down, you know, and you're just trying to find the purpose and you get up and go, you know, like you say, it's okay to not be okay. Take a step at a time, small steps, one little goal a day, even if it's a small goal. You achieve it, you mark it down, you tick it off, you know you've done it, and you move on to the next little goal. And before you know it, you'll have a little list of goals that you've achieved, and you will feel better in yourself. Okay? So keep doing that, and I'm proud of you. Okay? This week, I've been working. I've been doing. I work night shifts. So that's been difficult trying to transition. My sleeping patterns and everything else. It's just not great when you're going from nights and then trying to transition back to days and you're back to nights and stuff like that. But I've had a couple of days off as well. Been catching up on a few things. That I'm doing. Obviously, my intention is to help people, as many people as I can, just to get the message out there. That we're still showing up and we're doing the best we can every single day. Consistency every single day. I want people to have a focus on something they enjoy, something that they want to do. And, once you find that focus, then double down on it. Every day, be consistent. You're not going to feel great every single day. And some days you might feel great. But, every day is not the same. I used to think, like motivation, watching motivational, they are great at watching a motivational video, but it's temporary. That's one thing I've learned. It's a temporary motivation. So that's why I say find the focus, get up every day, work on that focus, and keep being consistent with it. And if you do that, you'll find change, and hopefully you'll find a little bit of happiness in what that is. Whether that's a family goal, whether that's you want to get a promotion at work, or you want to start your own business, or something that you're really interested in and you want to get it out there. Just be consistent with it all. Like you say, that's one thing I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be consistent every day, turning up, getting my short videos out there to people, talking about different topics and subjects, and I want to keep doing these videos for yourselves on YouTube and just talking a little bit more in depth, a little bit more open, and just to have a bit of conversation, a bit of engagement. And like I said, I just want to help people. Life's hard enough as it is. Life is hard, and I think we all should be trying to strive for something that makes us happy. Whether that's I can't say the word, satisfaction in what we're doing, or what we're achieving, or what we're, going towards, or whether that's, financial money, you want to earn more money, that's absolutely, great. Just work towards something. There's one thing I've learned. I don't want to be just in a job, working for another boss. working hard. You know, I want to strive for something for myself, and something I can, you know, achieve and be proud of, and knowing I've made a difference. And a lot of people think they're behind in life. It's what I've seen a lot this week on the socials and stuff like that. You know, people in, you know, in the 20s and thinking 25, 30, I should have achieved this, achieved that by now. I should have, you know, I should be married. I should have children. I should have a great career or a business. And, you know, I think to myself, and I've commented back as well, that you're young. You're so young. You got loads and loads of time. And even if you're 30, 40, 50, 60 and onwards, you want to start something new, do it. You know, there's plenty of time. There's no race. There's no, you know, there's no manual to say you have to have this done, that done by a certain time. You know, going back to when I was at school, and probably the same now, you know, you learn a set criteria of subjects, and you think this is how life should be. Go to school, learn, do your exams, leave college, university, and find a specific job that you've studied for these last few years, and you think that's life. But I don't tell you about anything else. I don't tell you about, you know, trying to work for yourself, trying to be more. You know, I don't teach you about financial issues of, you know, how to invest your money, start a business. You know, it's just, yeah, it's just a set a criteria when you are at school, and yeah, they don't teach you any of this, and that's how I've lived these last few years. You know, I left school, did an apprenticeship, and worked, and I thought that's how what life is about. And you know, you get your wage, and if you want a little bit extra money, you have to do overtime. But you know, I found a passion now that I want to keep going and put everything into it. So that's what I'm doing, and I love it. I get up every day and I'm happy, you know, and even when I go to work, it's not so bad because I know I'm working towards something in the background that you know, that's going to hopefully change my life and change other people's lives as well. So yeah, it's, you know, like I say, people who think they're behind, people who think they're not where they want to be, you know, you're not failing, you're not falling, anything like that. And it's sad because I've personally met people who said who get to a certain age, I'm too old to do that now, I'm too old to do this and do that. But, you know, you're going to work another 20 to 25 years or more working for a boss for just, you know, minimum wage or just above. So, you know, there is that mindset in a lot of people. And, you know, that's what I want to do. I want to get the word out. I want to be, you know, people to be kind to each other, you know, kind to themselves, and know that there's more out there, more opportunities that they can strive for and, you know, and achieve. So, yeah. And what I'm doing now, I don't want to rush it. I don't want to, you know, burn myself out. I'm doing this my way, organically, meeting people, talking to people, making connections. You know, and that's how I want it to be. And yeah, there's no better feeling than helping someone. You know, I had a comment the other day. I put a short video on, and it was along the lines of, "Thank you for posting this. I needed I needed to see this today. And you know what, that made me happy. You know, just that one person out there needed that video, needed them words. And they thanked me for it. And it's like, you know, I'm not used to it. And it just makes me want to continue and do more and more. And just, you know, I don't want to see people left behind. I don't want to see people struggling. I just want to see people happy, safe. You know, that they've had a hot meal inside them that day. That I've got a warm bed to sleep in on a night. I want that for everyone. And, you know, I don't know how this journey is going to unfold or how it's going to go. But I'm just going with it and just keeping to my, you know, principles of just being kind to everyone. Be forgiving. Be me, be true, and be honest. Be consistent. And, you know, I'm gonna pass that on to as many people as I can. And, you know, life is great in so many ways. There's so many, you know, there's so many opportunities. So I just want that for all of us. And, you know, if you're out there and you are building something, you know, whether it's a side hustle, a business, whatever you're doing, you know, great, well done. Just do it at your own pace. Don't be rushed. You know, think about what's needed to progress to the next level. And, you know, just take your time, enjoy the process. And, you know, if you do want to level up, just write it down. I want to do this, I want to do that. And then find out how I need to progress to do that. And then double down, be consistent, and focus on that particular thing that you need to do. And you will do great. So, but yeah, like I say, next week, I'm working a few days. I've got a week off at the end of February. I've got a week off middle of March. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'm looking forward to doing, you know, getting more time to do this, to connect with people, to help people. So it'd be nice to have a little bit of time away from work and just focus on what I want to do. So anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. You know, in the coming weeks, just keep working hard, keep working towards what you want to do. If you're struggling, like you say, just take them small steps, do them little goals, achievable goals, even if it's a small thing of that day. Just try and do it. You know, whether it's even just making your bed, just do that. You tick that off. Well done. That's one great thing you've done for the day, and then just build on it from there. Okay. There is better days ahead. Better times are coming. Okay. You've got this. All right, everyone. See you next time.